Welcome everybody. Welcome to tonight's stream on Raptoreum Official YouTube. Just want to say a big thanks to White Bat Audio for letting us use the tunes tonight. Awesome stuff, man. There's going to be a bit of rain tonight in the general channel. That is the general channel. Head over to our Discord, links at the top right of the stream, discord.gg/Raptoreum. Head over to #general. We'll be doing a little bit of rain in there tonight. Nice to see Villy Games in the chat. Jack Hilton. Thanks for all the work on Twitter, Jack. Doing some awesome stuff on there. Good evening, RQ. Mancini, nice to see you. Towards Gaming. Izorian. Oh, Todd's in the house as well. Looks like Sully's got his feather from Cryptosmith. Nice to see that he's had it successfully delivered. I'm still waiting for my things though. Might take a little longer though. I'm in the UK. I think you're in the US, aren't you, Sully? Don't forget, guys, we do this every single week. If you want to know all that there is to know about Raptoreum, what we've been doing over the last 7 days, and maybe more as well, this is the stream to be listening to. This is where you will know about everything. So don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss a beat. How you doing, X-Ray? H&S Biosave and Alexis is in the chat as well. Just about another 10 minutes, guys, and we'll get started with the team and the RTM update. Don't forget to head over to #general channel at our official Raptoreum server if you want a bit of rain tonight. We usually do some rain for the update streams and the Smith streams. Thanks for that, Mancini. A bit of LFG rain for everyone. Although it didn't seem to work. No, that didn't work, bro. Yeah, that was rigged. For those of you who are wondering about the image in the background, that was literally it's just a generated image. I think it was like Binarai, Raptor, no feathers, angry or something like that. And that's what it gave. Don't forget to share the link for the stream. I will put the link for the stream on the general channel. If you're watching on YouTube, you've already got the link. You don't need the link. Yeah, no probs, HNS Biosafe. It's cool, bro. Hey Cole, how you doing? Hello, frogs. Zubza. I'm going to send a little rain to the chat now. And that is my noisy keyboard, if you can hear it. How you doing, Sean? Next Crypto Smith stream. I'm not sure right now, Sully, but I will check with the Smith to see when he wants to do another one. But it shouldn't be too soon. Shouldn't be too long, sorry. you doing, Damien? How are you doing, Cryptos? That's right, Sean. We've got 5 minutes left. Sherm there, raining with the 69s. I'll do the same, I think. There you go, guys. Almost there now, guys. The views are climbing. We're almost there. Don't forget to subscribe and like this stream. Let's go, Raptors. Here's Dorian, seriously rigging the rain there. That is seriously rigged, bro. Just a few more minutes now, guys. What we'll do is we'll do the usual Raptoreum weekly update, and then we'll be taking some questions from the community. We will not stop taking questions until there are no questions left to answer. So we will be taking questions on YouTube, on the chat there, and also in the general channel at our Raptoreum official Discord. Just another minute or so, guys, and we'll get over to to Piggy and Charlie if he's on, and we'll get started. Are you there, Piggy?
Yeah, I'm here. You had yourself deafened.
Yeah, well, that's part of the plan, right? How you doing, mate? You all right?
Let me just load up on coffee and then we can do this.
All right. I mean, yeah. Okay, welcome to this week's Raptoreum weekly update stream, where we update you, the community, on everything Raptoreum, everything that's gone on in the week, everything the team's been working on, or members of the community have been working on that's notable, or anything like that. This is where you will hear about that. We do have a stream notes guide coming out, so we'll have notes on the stream moving forward as well. But yeah, Piggy's back. Here he is.
Yep.
How you doing, mate?
Not bad at all.
Are you loaded up with coffee now?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm living on it at the moment, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
I mean, I'm surviving on hot chocolate at the moment. I haven't drank a cup of coffee for probably 4 months now. So it's
And that sounds downright unnatural.
unnatural.
Yeah,
I feel a lot better drinking hot chocolate than coffee.
like
Okay.
good solid black coffee.
Well, it's all right, but
No,
it's no good on the old stomach. It's no good for the stomach. You know, it's
it's good. It's good. It prolongs life, provides energy.
what is it?
Yeah, it wakes you up.
All right.
If nothing else,
Oh, yeah,
to
definitely
run
wakes
to
you
the
up.
loo.
Okay, so let's get started, guys. So just a big congratulations to Mancini at Raptoreum Zone. I know you're watching, bro. Just want to say a big well done. We've noticed you've been putting some serious work into your pool recently, and you managed to get to number 2 out of all the pools, just underneath Flock Pool, and you're even beating, you know, C3 and Monero Ocean. So that's absolutely incredible. And I know you weren't expecting to get there by the end of 22. So awesome stuff, bro, and congrats to that. And it just shows, you know, guys, if you put the work in,
Yeah.
and you put the time in, and you're dedicated to it, you can do it. So Mancini, the next thing now, bro, is you need to be knocking Delgon off the top spot with his Flock Pool. So we'd like to see that.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. What else we got, Piggy?
Well, what else have we got? We were on the Turoverse stream, or not stream. I keep calling it a stream. Space a few days back.
Yeah.
I let some details slip on something we've got coming up,
Just a little bit,
but
mate. Yeah.
just a little bit.
Just about a
But,
week, a week's early.
Yeah, we're going to be joining a very large collaborative effort, probably one of the largest in the space so far, and we've helped get other projects involved in it and are contributing rather heavily towards that. So it's going to be interesting to see where it goes and what it all results in.
Absolutely.
But it means I'm living on coffee.
Told you, mate. Hot chocolate. Just as good. Just as good. It is, man. Anyway, we had a New Year's party stream, as many of you watched, where we did a recap of last year, and we released a test net which also worked on the main net, and we do have some bounties coming up for that, right, Piggy? I know they're a bit late now. Yeah.
As soon as I get a day where I've got a couple of hours free from pings and kids, which means probably midweek.
I mean, it could be in the next few hours, really, couldn't it? You think?
Well, free from kids? If they sleep that long.
Yeah. Oh, what we got?
But okay, yeah, I suppose it could be. Because, I mean, I know Sully's desperately wanting them.
All it is literally typing it out on the announcements, isn't it? Surely? That's it? I could do it for you if you want.
And having a tracking form for it.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, we can do that as well.
Yeah.
I'll make the form. You type it out. We'll do it tonight.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we might actually be able to squeeze that in. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's possible.
Then we'd have to
We'd have to
bar
what?
Sully from it.
Well, we can just ban him
Where,
for.
when does Sully go to work?
Well, it's we've got Sunday tomorrow, so he's not working tomorrow, is he?
Isn't he?
I
He's a
don't.
student. He's got to be working Sundays to make ends meet. Okay. Then again, he's such a good Mormon boy. He's probably in church all day tomorrow.
Well, that's yeah. If you want to say that.
Nah. Nah.
But you are stirring the pot there.
I'd never. What pot?
You never stir a pot, would you, mate? Never. Okay, so what we got next, Piggy?
Well, a lot of things. We did the live stream. We've got one of those terrible Aussies now following us around.
What?
Sniffing our butts over on Pancake Swap.
All right. What's
Somebody's actually set up a doggy coin RTM pair over there.
Yeah. We were seeing that earlier. That was the dingo coin, wasn't it, or something?
Yep.
Yep. So now
W dingo coin, WRTM. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what dingo coin is, but it's on there.
It's Dogecoin, but Australian Doge.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I can't say I've heard of that one. But yeah, if you wanna trade dingo coin for RTM, there is now a pool on Pancake for that. Charlie has been working hard on the doc site, and some changes are set to go live very soon, and it will look considerably different. That's all we can say on that right now. Yeah. We've got
new team members. Grim has volunteered and joined the team. Well, sort of volunteered, somewhere in between all that.
Yeah.
He's now part of the team and our very own Arabic language department.
Yes, that was something that we hadn't tapped into for a while.
Yeah, actually, we hadn't tapped into it since the second or third month after launch.
Yeah. Yep. So it's good we've got that rolling now.
Yeah.
We've also got Crypto Mexa. Some of you may know the guy from some of the songs that he posted on Twitter and YouTube. But now he's doing technical Spanish translations for us and possible other things as well. So that those are a couple of new guys we've got on the team. We have been planning the event in Auxerre, trying to get some hoodies made and things like that with some barcodes on, some QR codes, sorry. So people can literally zap us and get to the site and to the Discord and things like that. Baguette is winding me up. He's saying that I'm staying in the house where everyone's in the same room sleeping. But as many of you know, Baguette is the loudest snorer anyone's ever heard. If you've ever been in the voice chat when he's fallen asleep there, it's serious. It's serious shit. We can swear on this stream, yeah. Serious shit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's terrible. So if that's the case and the house is shared, a shared bedroom, then I'll be sleeping in the car that I've hired. Just want to let everyone know that.
Yeah. More things are going on in Le Merde with Wiz working on a vanity address bot. And it's a little bit like one of those fancy number plates you can buy for your car. He's getting a bot set up that can actually produce those for you, and they're coming split up. So you get your private key safely, and you get the address safely, which should all be good stuff.
There's a few rules on it, isn't there? You can't have the Or is it the second letter can't be a small case or something like that? And it has to be a maximum of, I think it's 7 or 8 characters.
Yeah, but that's to make sure that he doesn't tie his machine up for an ungodly amount of time.
It does take quite a bit of work to find the the addresses with the keys. But he's got a Discord bot running now. I'm sure he'll shoot you the link for it if you want to jump over there and help test it. It's pretty effective as it is right now, and it DMs you what you need rather than publishing it in the public channel. So there's no qualms about your keys or anything there. Okay. Is there anything else, Piggy, that we've got, or shall we move into the community?
No. Let's see what questions everybody's got for us.
Okay, so we're going to take some questions, guys, and we're going to stay here until every question is answered. So if you've got any questions for us, we'll first be answering questions from the YouTube chat. So we're going to check the YouTube chat now. And we'll see if there's anything there for us to answer. Carter Sullivan saying, I'll happily be a walking RTM advertisement.
I
mean, he's usually a Sullivan.
I think he's aiming for one of those hoodies.
Oh, is he? Is that what he wants? Well, you'd have to
that would be my guess.
Yeah. Well, he's going to have to be a good boy to get one of those. We'll see.
When are we mooning?
Is that
Zakira Abidi? I bet you that's actually Xeon.
I don't know, because it's a different logo. It's a different logo, slightly. When will Price go to the moon?
Well, soon.
Soon moon, yeah. Depends how you define moon, and
yeah. Also, which moon?
Which moon? Yeah, there's many moons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the 1 10-foot up a well digger's backside at midnight. But yeah.
Okay.
I assume that's not the one we're looking for, because.
Okay. What else have we got? Mancini says Thune, I presume. Yes, Thune moon. Thune.
Yeah.
We're always working hard, bro.
God's Gaming saying we need capital.
We need capital.
Yeah, but there are different kinds of capital.
Yeah.
I would say we need more people, really. Better to grow the community while things are down. Grow the community, keep expanding. Then as soon as things start picking up again slightly, we can grow exponentially in comparison.
Yep. Any more questions on the YouTube besides anything to do with moons?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it. We'll give it a few more seconds and then we'll go over to general channel.
Okay.
Hayu is saying that you've got nice hair, Piggy.
It's very Polish hair.
Eugene is saying, when update, that's worth an update stream. I mean, if that's salt, if I've ever seen it, that is definitely salt. So when update, that's worth an update stream. So are you saying that we shouldn't do an update stream every single week? Because we had a lot of people calling for it. We should only do an update when it's something huge.
Are we afraid of losing developer engagement with dev fees having lower value with the current price movement? Not really. Not really. The developers we have now are all financially rather comfortable and are mainly doing this as a side gig. We would love to be able to take some of them full time. We can keep up the current pace indefinitely. There's almost no doubt about that. But we can't quite grow as we are at the moment. Not really worried about losing engagement, but we are worried about lack of growth, because if we do start growing community-wise, etc., and we can't at least somewhat pace that with development growth, yeah, it's not a good place to be in. But
we're working on that.
As to the actual question there, no, that's not really a concern.
What are you most excited for right now? What are we excited for, Piggy? Well, we've got a lot of things in the background that are extremely exciting, but it depends. Depends what we can actually talk about, you know.
Yeah, I mean, the marketing partnership we've got coming up is going to be, well, it's not only marketing. It's wrong to call it marketing partnership. It's more of a general collaborative agreement where basically any project that's real in any way meets up with a bunch of other projects and see what they all can cook up together, and at the same time do some joint marketing.
Yeah,
that's going to be very big. It's going to be the first time we've done this type of partnership thing, and I'm very excited about that, but I'm equally as excited about what we've got coming up on the testnet very soon with the no contract DeFi platform for hedging. That's going to be very interesting. It'll get our futures a proper solid use case. It will get also a follow-up side project, a whole dedicated side project just built for us. I've been advising on and helping out with somewhat, so it's yeah, I need a clone of me.
What programming language does RTM use?
Mainly C++. Well,
it's
oh yes. No. There's nobody who's doing what we're doing. Absolutely nobody. We are going to do everything Ethereum does, but we're going to do it a lot more securely. And that's basically it. We're going to do it more securely. We're going to do it with a completely different type of architecture. Instead of having nodes that nobody can afford to run, like on the EVM chains, to run a full ETH node now is about 10K a month in server bills. To run a full one that really can support everything that goes on the ETH network, that's at least 10K in server bills monthly at the moment. We are going to distribute out across a whole range of nodes and get that to work properly, because we are leveraging existing proven technology. It's taking a bit more time than planned to integrate it, but I think everybody got screwed over by 2020 and 2021.
Yeah.
That ruined a lot of plans.
We've got Dario Zalazar asking, why are there problems opening the wallet? Although it is already fixed, that does not scare new investors. We had an issue, block 453100.
Yeah.
It was sticking on that block. It was nothing to do with the chain. It was how the wallet was reading the chain. So
Yeah.
we've fixed the issue. We've got the new wallet on testnet now,
Yeah.
and we're about to do some bounties for that. But the issue is
Yeah.
the issue is fixed.
That specific issue is 100% fixed, and it came from most likely a minor bug in the upstream. We've got a few more blocks going through than the upstream has going through, so we found it. It looks like they had it in their version 18, the same bug. Yeah. Got to stay strong.
Yeah,
got to stay strong in the bear market. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing to do but keep working through it.
Yeah, and if you know, that's how you see some of the real projects as well. You know, projects that are really working hard during the bear market. They're obviously not doing it for the money. They're doing it for the greater good. So, you know,
and for the real money, which will come later in the next cycle.
Yeah, not financial advice. Do your own research and all that. But when there's a lot of time on your hands, you can really build a lot. And you know, you get a lot of noobs in crypto every time a new cycle comes around. And when the cycle ends, what you tend to find is the noobs that have been in the cycle at one time already, they already know what's coming, so they're in a position to build. Whereas the others, they'll come back around when the market sings again. And yeah, we are building. We started in a bear market, and we worked our asses off, and we're in another bear market, and we're still working our asses off. So nothing changes here. Towards Gaming saying this is my first bear cycle. Oh, does that mean you're clinging on for dear life then, bro? Yeah. It's gonna be all right. Don't worry about it. It's gonna be all right.
Alvidas Yukupsaukus. No, I don't know how to pronounce your name, mate. Sorry. Very interesting project. Do we have a backup plan as the crisis will deepen in 2023? I mean, for running the project itself,
the thing is, we don't need a backup plan because we're not reliant on anyone.
We don't have any VC. We don't have any investment people to service, etc. So we are in a situation where we can still keep building at the current pace, regardless of what goes on, basically, with the overall market.
Yeah.
But I mean, we obviously do have some contingency plans for how we can continue working more during the bear market. We're working very closely with a pair of other projects. Some people may know, and basically being as supportive and as helpful towards each other as we can figure out how to be. We've even been able to borrow technical consulting from each other, which is something where if we'd have to go out and buy that, we'd owe them about 100 grand and they'd owe us 85 or something like that. So, I mean, it is what it is, and it is what we make of it. The last part being more true in a bear market than at any other time, because keeping on working through it and going at it, it provides value. And we're very interested to see what happens with this marketing partnership. We had initially decided to not enter anything like this until we had the platform up and running, at least on the test net. But this is also one of the ways that the bear market makes us adjust. We'll go out and talk to more people and make them aware of what we're doing and maybe find some ways to cooperate with them. One area we really like to cooperate with other projects on is security. And there are some very big security cooperation announcements on the way, but I'm not at liberty to talk with them quite yet.
Azorian is saying, don't you think that having a roadmap would benefit the overall development of the project? We've got one on the way, haven't we? We've redone the whole roadmap. We've got
there's a whole roadmap coming jointly with the new site, but also if you look at what's been opened on GitHub on issues for assets code, that's a more short-term roadmap. More long-term, yes, you're right. But the first guy we had working on the new site decided to disappear on us. And we've had a couple of other things come up that actually took some priority away from the website. The website will be becoming top priority again as soon as this DeFi platform we are helping out and consulting on as it kicks off.
Yeah, as soon as that's done. But we'll let you all know when. Well, you'll know
That
because you'll know because it'll be out. Roadmap is important for growth. Yeah. Okay.
Jose Santos, vote on running RTM node on Flux at Flux dashboard. No. Jose Santos, and no, we're not interested in that. It will result in a lot of pose bans. It won't work properly given the constraints they put on the Docker file. I've looked at it. It's not that we've got anything against it. It's just not going to be stable. And it's going to cause a lot of grief and extra customer support without actually adding any value.
Mancini's asking. Are you? Sorry, I thought you were finished.
Oh yeah.
Mancini's asking, have you already started playing with Apache Spark Tech, or does that come much later after assets? Well, Tree's quite involved in that side of things already, isn't he?
We've got somebody on the team. I'm not quite allowed to say who's actually part of the Apache Spark team, or was part of the Apache Spark team for Apache. So
yeah,
we've got the skills in the team to get it done, and to get it done relatively quickly. What is going to take a bit more time than planned is the whole transaction decoupling. Nah, not a secret dev. Someone who's not really posted all their info publicly. And because some of it was under, I believe, a clearance that expires mid next year.
All right, let's head over to the general channel in the Discord and see if there's anything there for us.
Yeah. We'll see.
Yeah, Rabid's watching as well. How you doing, Rabid? Yeah, definitely lots of background stuff going on. We're always working on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, we're taking questions in the general channel now, guys. General channel is if you click the link, well, you can't click it, but the link for our Discord is at the top right of the stream. Head over to #general to ask more questions right there. We've got, when will the new RTM website be up? We've just talked about how there's a bit of a delay because the guy that's building the website is now involved in the DeFi project that we're working on, so we just needed his help with that, and then he'll be back on the side. When will we get an Android wallet? I think that's mainly when
an Android wallet, RTM's own Android wallet, or...
Well, there are people working on wallets, but an RTM's one is going to be more when the chain is at a mature stage with assets and things like that. Otherwise, we're going to have to do a lot of redesigning and things like that.
Redoing it several times over along the way.
Yeah.
And that's when we have relatively limited development resources. That's really not the best use of our developer pool. We do have Zelcore, which works on Android. We also have another integration coming up relatively shortly. They had a major technical issue on their end, non-RTM related. And we will be integrating there relatively shortly. We are on Atomic Dex. Atomic Dex also works and functions as an Android wallet with the added bonus that you can trade directly in it. And
we also got Stacy on Discord.
I'm not quite
Android?
sure we can say she's an Android wallet.
Well, Android
she's
app
a Discord.
Discord.
She's a Discord wallet, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, we can cheat, can't we? Okay. Any ways for Java devs to contribute to the project? My uni teaches Java, so I could probably recruit quite a few devs. The thing is, mate, we're doing this because Java and Python are the most popular languages for developers in the whole world.
Well, which is why we want to use it for contracting.
Yeah.
Actually, if you want to put together a team who want to take on something like building a mobile wallet, that can be done with Java. An Electrum-based mobile wallet, that can be done with Java. We've got Electrum X servers. We can support connectivity to them, but it really needs to be someone who knows how to do a careful security audit.
I think I've heard on the grapevine Sully's already working on some sort of wallet.
Ooh, a web wallet.
Ooh. Yeah, he's working on something.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. How much data can be stored on a block? Currently 1 MB. We are planning to up that slightly once we have transaction decoupling kicking in. It's not going to be upped very drastically. Most storage is going to be basically on the nodes after we decouple transactions and form a business pool.
Yep.
Or actually we form multiple business pools. So assets will essentially have their own chain running on the nodes. Contracts will have their own chain running on the nodes, and so on, the whole way through. And they will be able to store a lot more.
Yeah. And we, unlike Ethereum, we free up our blocks. We don't clutter our blocks up, which can be detrimental to the chain. Okay. Oh, we got some more questions on the YouTube, I think. Ooh. Ledger app. Rabbi's Mining is asking Ledger app. Any plans?
Same problem with Ledger as with mobile wallets.
Well, we would need assets in place because Ledger would have assets as well, so it would have to all be in with that.
Yeah.
So we're getting there. We're getting there.
And currently, I believe they're only adding top 100 projects, or either top 100 or top 50 projects.
Yeah, we'll get there one day. All right. There are some Raptoreum investors. Oh, we can't say the word investors, who are a bit angry with the price it is today. What would you say to all of them? Well, what I would say to all of those is look at every other coin. Look at the market. Look what it's doing. Look at what's happened over the last year. You know, we're not in this. It's not just us. It's a lot of different coins And in the light of the people that are trying to the projects that are trying to compete with us, we're actually the strongest coin out of them all. And
yeah.
so when the market swings back round, I think we're going to be in prime position to attack. Well, you know, we've got consistent volume. We're doing all right.
Yeah. And I mean, with what we've got on the way, I don't really have too much of a concern.
Yeah.
I would go so far as to say, but not as financial advice, if we can, let's say the bear market lasts to the end of the year, roughly, and then starts ramping up for the halving, the BTC halving in, I think it's 2024, isn't it? Or is it 25? Okay. I can't remember now.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But there's a good chance of some turnaround in 2024.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
If we can double our community size by the end of this year, even if we are working with the current rather unsatisfying price we're at right now for the majority of that period, what would happen once things start gearing up is going to be ridiculous. I don't even want to think about where it could go and how far things could move and how fast, but it can move. That much I'm 100% sure of.
Looks like Rabbit's thinking to get back getting another node.
Yeah.
He said he not sure about debating on cashing in some BTC for another. Well.
Well, I mean, if you're looking on a longer time frame, look at what has the best potential to do however many multiples over that time frame, and that's the thing to be in.
Yeah, we're saying top 10 soon. Let's hope so, bro.
I would settle for top 500 to start with, and then slow and steady growth upwards from there.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing is as well, we weren't we've been a very careful release on our project. We weren't front run a lot. And what you tend to see with some of these coins is they're heavily front run. They get high market caps straight away. They get pumped up, high market caps. But because they're also loaded up at the start, they've got nothing to fall back on, so they end up trailing off. But we've got a smooth emission. We haven't got a lot of coins out there in the grand scheme of things, considering when our mainnet was. So we're not worried about anything.
Yeah, I mean, there are some projects out there now that are 3 years old, and they have 95% of their circulating supply out there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's ridiculous. And then
Sorry, not max. 95% of their circulating supply. 95% of their maximum supply is already out there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Some people, when you're planning a project like that, you need to have your missions really planned in. And when some of these projects have done ICOs and you know pre-mines and things like that, it can really mess an emission up and cause a project to go nowhere pretty fast, because further developments and also other external parties who are looking to develop on other coins, they're going to look at that emission and think, well, what's the longevity left in the project? Obviously Bitcoin's not got a lot of emission left, but you can't compare it to Bitcoin because it's the established currency. But when an alt coin does that, it can get ruined very quickly, which is why we designed the Raptoreum emission rate as it was.
Yeah. What do we have here?
Do we trust inodes?
Yes, of course we trust inodes. They are. We trust inodes. We trust solinodes. They've put their identities out there. They've put themselves on the line. They are operating from one of the few places where you can legally operate a service, such as the one they're operating. Do we trust Pecunia? Yes, we trust Pecunia as well.
Yep.
Because they have an incredibly long track record. But I mean, it's very important when you look at a shared node service to not just look at the shared node service as such. You also need to look at, are they operating legally or illegally in the area where they're operating from? Colorado and Wyoming are the only two places in the US where you can legally operate such a business without being a registered money service business with a ton of licensing requirements. It's essentially close to the point of being a bank. Japan is one of the other places, but you can't take foreign deposits in Japan. So, I mean, you've got to be very careful with this and look at where they're located, what they can and can't do. Yeah, Japan is a very interesting country because you can just open a business, take deposits like this. As long as you're not offering any trading services, you're just hosting. It's fully fine and legal, which was one of the reasons why Mt. Gox started their business there. But yeah.
Yep.
It's
Yeah,
it's a long and very complicated process.
Many are talking about inodes trusted, and in the chat, many people seem happy with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Last question.
We've got some in general, I think, that we.
17. Ricky. 1.17.02 going to fix majority of the nodes in the blockchain. 1.17.02. We need to validate one more round of quorums with more mixed participation. From the closed testing we did on the testnet, it fixes the issue. I mean, people will need to update anyway at some point. What else? Some of the issues are not really necessarily node related either. They're stability problems with the internet. But yeah, it's more or less there. Good.
Yeah.
Well,
have we got any other questions for anybody?
I don't think so. Don't see any. Oh, game progress.
Oh, it's a shame Charlie's not here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be on. He would be able to talk about it. I mean, they asked
somebody wants. Dario Salazar wants an RTM shirt like the one from Binarai.
Well, you want one of these, do you?
Channel shopping on the Discord.
I do have a few down there, but I meant to send them to team members, and I still haven't sent them. So I need to see what I've got left.
Best language for programming future RTM apps. Java and Python. No preference between the two.
Mm-hmm.
Alvidas, which game do you mean? The lineage integration or the MMORPG? The MMORPG is very slow at the moment. I'm not up to speed on the lineage integration. That's a question for Charlie when he's on.
Yep. When Charlie gets on next time, we'll make sure he updates everyone on what's going on with that. But we all expected it was going to be a slow thing, so it's probably going to be a couple of years, maybe 3 years. Who knows? It takes a long time for these things. But we do have a few shortcuts in terms of other games that are, having RTM involved on that, and I know the Lineage 2 one as well, which is obviously already a game which can be monetized with RTM coins. That is also
2 or 3.
It's a Lineage 2 remake, isn't it?
I think it's 3. No,
pretty sure it's 2.
I'm getting old.
Yeah, well, we need Charlie on here because he's all about that.
We should have Mancini 7% per annum, but that doesn't add up with 4,000 to 6,000 nodes. Yes, it does if you factor in just mild futures usage and, as you put it, contracts.
Yeah.
That's where we expect it to end up. But I mean that's obviously quite a few years from now.
Yeah, it's a way off now, so you can't really judge it by what you see right now, because as the network gets used more and more rewards going to the nodes, then you will see a difference in return.
Yeah, I mean, based on the math you've done is right. It's about 3% per annum, based on block rewards only at, I think it was 5,003 or 400 nodes or something like that, which is a little bit over middle of that 4,000 to 6,000 nodes.
Yeah. Towards Gaming is asking, how will that game integration work? Yes, it is for assets and NFTs and things like that. We do have CryptoSmith, who works with us creating the weapons and things for the game. We've got many streams. If you check the YouTube live tab on this channel, and you'll be able to see some of the things that he's been making for the games. I know he's working on some major katana or something like that that he's been working on over the last several weeks now. So we're looking forward to seeing that, and all things that are created for the game in the real world are laser scanned into a digital format, and they will be turned into NFTs, which will also be on the NFT marketplace. And there will be 100 NFTs per item, with the person that owns the real item getting number 1, which has more perks, and number 2 to 100 NFTs are variations of the colors and the textures on the item, but they will have regular perks. Well, just not regular perks, but slightly less than number 1. Hope that answers your question. Yeah, okay. What is RTM's position with Metaverse? I mean, my personal opinion, I'm absolutely sick of hearing everything about the Metaverse and how people and these projects have created all these different metaverses to walk around in, and this and that, and interact with digital items in these metaverses. But I think
it's a nice place and a nice concept for showcasing things like digital art, some of the JPEG NFTs, that kind of thing. It's really nice for that. For a lot of other things, if we start getting more of these lockdowns, And judging by the noise some of the news media are making at the moment, I can think of at least a couple of countries that might want to impose those. It's going to grow more and more important because it's going to be the only way for people to meet up properly internationally, which is a sad and pathetic thing, but that's the way the world's going at the moment.
But what everyone needs to think about and realise is this metaverse word is just a fashionable word, right? That people have been saying for the last year and a half. The actual metaverse, as people are now calling it, it's been around for a very long time. I mean, if you look back at, Second Life, the days of Second Life, and your Linden dollars and this and that, it's just the same thing. But now people have got these metaverses with VR integrations. Now I've been into VR since the day it came out. I've had every headset. I've been in many situations and experiences on the VR, and I know what it's all about. And I'm competing twice a week as well. So the whole metaverse thing to me is a bit of a trend thing, but I think what needs to happen in the space is it needs to be focused into one place. What we'll see is probably the tail end of this bear market is a lot of these metaverse projects that have probably put a lot of money into building a brand new metaverse. They're not actually getting the people in there to actually use it. They're not getting the footfall there, and it's the same with a lot of VR games. Even now, VR is a lot more mainstream these days, but it's still falling behind on the footfall of users, especially in some of the the collaborative multiplayer experiences that it's offered. It's no comparison to 2D games or things like that these days, and it's the same with these metaverses. You'll only, at the end of it all, you'll probably get one or two or three that are really got the community's supporting it, but the rest of them will probably fizzle out, or they'll probably integrate their metaverses into others, so they're all under one roof. That's the way I see things.
I mean, it's a little bit like Web3, really. I mean, now if you say Web3, people think scam, defy scam, rug pull. They don't think nice, decentralized alternative to regular anything. That's the people who've been smoking the heavy opium.
But
I mean, like the project we are joining, the collaborative project we're joining, we're actually going to say Web3 because we're going to be trying to redefine it into what it's supposed to be.
Exactly.
And not just the current let's run a scam.
Yeah.
Let's pump a token thing.
But
because that is Web3 at the moment. If you search Web3, you will get 95 adverts for scams and maybe 5 decent things if you do a Google search.
And also, if you do it, search the definition of Web3 right now as it is right now, and look on a few different websites. You will see that there's no fixed definition, and Web3 is another term that people are using right now. That is, I'm working in Web3, right? But Web3 and the definitions behind it and how everything is under that, they're saying, well, it's actually blockchain combined with this, combined with this, combined with this. So Web3 is what was already there for the last 10, 12, 15 years. It was already there, but they've just bundled it together and called it a different name.
It's become buzzworded now.
Yeah, it's just buzzworded, You could say cypherpunks, that's Web3. You could say, Bitcoin, when that came out, that was Web3. Or eCash before Bitcoin, it was Web3.
Yeah.
It's all the same. So we intend on going. And
I still think Liberty Reserve was a lot more Web3 than most of the first blockchain projects.
Exactly. So, you know, another buzzword thing. So we're aiming to go into this situation with this group, and we're going to be like, yeah, well, actually, no one really knows what Web3 is. We're gonna redefine it, and we're going to say, well, actually, this is Web3, and these Raptoreum guys told us what it meant. So that's what we're hoping for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any more questions, guys?
Last one. Absolutely last one.
It
Web
doesn't look.
69. I'll vote for that.
Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, Web 69 definitely. But you know, everyone
Web,
agrees. Everyone knows. No one can define Web3. No one knows what it is because it's literally a bunch of tech that we've probably had for the last 20 years anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, Web 69 with HTML5. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys, it doesn't look like there is any more questions. I think we have drained the energy from the community. They have nothing else to ask. So I think we will call it a night, Piggy.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching us. I'm seeing the chart now. As every stream we do, we're slightly getting a few more watchers. We're getting some new subscribers every time as well. So things are slowly getting more popular on the YouTube.
Yeah.
If you want to watch the rest of our streams, click the live tab. You won't find them on the videos tab for some reason. Yeah, click the live tab and you'll see the rest of them on there. We do this every Saturday. And Piggy, it's been a pleasure, mate.
Yeah, it's been good. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Thank you very much. We'll be back on Saturday.
You got something making fart noises.